Hey guys, Sup Up here, and I'm back with more Rome Total War. I'm really sorry I haven't been able to really put out a video for a couple of days now. I've just been really busy this week. Hope you guys understand, but yeah, I'm back now, and I'm glad to bring you guys this video. This video is actually a 1 vs 1 battle. It is between me and Max, my co-partner, and we had this battle about a week ago. Like I said, I didn't have time to get the footage and commentary and stuff. So that's why I'm bringing it to you guys now. So basically, because my co-partner Max really is just getting back to this game, we decided to do a 15k versus 30k. I am allowed to use 15k, and Max is allowed to use 30k. So Max is in command of the SPQR Romans. You can see them right here in their purple outfits. And I am in command of the Carthaginians. So let's just take a look at my army first. I have 6 sets of these Sacred Band infantry right here. Then I have 3 sets of pointy infantry. One of them is right here, and I'm using this set to actually fend off Max's cavalry, who threatened my slingers really early on. Then I have 5 sets of slingers, but you just saw that they got pretty devastated by a cavalry charge, which was quite my fault, but I have decided to try to rectify the situation, and I have tossed a volley of stone right at his Praetorian cavalry, so that's really hurting him. Also, I have 3 sets of these round shield cavalry. Now, I do not have a very good cav component because I went for a lot of infantry. Because this is a 15k versus 30k battle, I really needed to get that extra infantry advantage because he'd have a lot of infantry. Now let's take a look at his army. He has 6 units of these Archer Auxilia, so he has a very, very powerful ranging force. You can see that they are kind of devastating my line. You can see I only have 2 units of Balearic Slingers left. Then he has 6 units of these Urban Cohorts, and they are very heavily upgraded. They are gold, and I believe they have some experience chevrons on them too. Over on his left flank, opposite being my right, he has a Praetorian Cavalry unit and another Praetorian Cavalry unit. Both of them are slightly depleted. Then he has 4 sets of Cavalry Auxilia, and these are spear-throwing cav, so that's quite deadly as well. On his other flank, he has 2 more sets of Praetorian Cavalry. So he had a pretty powerful ranging advantage and a huge cavalry advantage because he has Praetorian Cav and I obviously have Round Shield Cav, so he is going to have a way bigger advantage. Here he launched his Cavalry Auxilia right at my Round Shield Cavalry. I'm going to respond by charging at them, but I'm immediately going to pull out because they are unleashing a very ferocious volley of spears on me. I have also moved up my Sacred Band line and my pointy infantry. Oh yes, also something I did not mention, I had also brought 2 sets of Iberian infantry. They're actually stationed in front of my Sacred Band, and this was to waste the Pilla and arrows. They did very well at repelling arrows, so I was quite happy about that. Unfortunately, Max saw this coming, and he took all of his Urban Cohorts off of fire at will, so I was unable to get any Pilla to be wasted. That's alright, because it happens. He was very wise for taking off fire at will, otherwise that would have really been detrimental to his plan, because the Pilla of the Romans is really the deadly factor. Here he launches 2 sets of his Praetorian Cav into the side of my Sacred Band, but he does end up actually taking more casualties than I do. You can see that he has a couple of horses here dead on the ground, and I only, I believe, have 1 Sacred Band dead from that encounter. His Cavalry Auxilia are way off in the background now, as you can see, and he's launching another 2 sets over at my cavalry. So that is an engagement I definitely don't want to get into. So I'm going to run out of there. So at this point, I've decided to activate my other 2 sets of pointy infantry, and I also am going to turn my Sacred Band line around here. So I have now caught his Praetorians right on my Sacred Band, and they are going to be completely devastated, so there's no way he can win here. But he does do the smart thing and rectifies the situation. He's going to bring up his Urbans, and he's going to unleash volleys of Pilla right on the backs of my Sacred Band, so that was really a great move. You can see that there's engagement over on my left flank right now as I'm trying to defend off all these urban cohorts, which is really difficult for me because of their heavy upgrades. But I am getting a surrounding maneuver. You can also see Max has now switched to flame arrows to really work on my morale, so that's a huge detrimental effect as well. So I am taking my pointy infantry and going around the flanks, and I'm trying to get as much flanking action as I can because it's really not looking too great for me right now. You can see my Sarissas are being used to the best of my ability, but it's uncertain how this is going to go. Here he pulls off a hammer and anvil strike with his Praetorian cavalry, and that's not good. But luckily my unit did not rout off that charge. But my men, actually, I was quite happy with them. They are fighting to the last man, so that was really a good moment for me. Here I'm gaining some leeway. I have his urban cohorts in a surrounding formation, and that's not good for him, because in this type of an engagement I actually will win despite the heavy upgrades on his urbans. So that's a huge advantage for me. Here I'm pulling out a set of pointy infantry to go around the flank, and I'm going to completely now surround this unit of these urban cohort units. I see that these sets of urban cohorts over here have gained victory over my Sacred Band, so I'm going to charge the pointy infantry I separated over in this direction, and I'm actually in a pretty good position right now. You can see that I am actually gaining some leeway. I'm pushing him back with my Sarissas, and that's really helping my case there. Here he is also surrounded, but he does make some quick decisions. He's going to take around this cavalry auxilia, and he's going to do a hammer and anvil right on my back, and that's not good. But I am able to turn a set of pointy infantry around to accept the charge, and that's going to destroy most of the cavalry auxilia. But that really did have its effect, because it did break my formation and cause the Romans to be able to attack me from behind for just that brief second. Here I have a set of pointy infantry who I am reinforcing with where I see necessary. I'm also charging in my Balearic slingers right into the backs of the Romans, and I'm doing everything I can to hope, and I'm hoping I'll get a rout somewhere. And over here, I'm having huge success, and I am really confident, but he does the extremely smart thing, and he is charging his archers right into melee, and because these are archer auxilia, they do have a very good melee, so that was a very good move, because with my Sacred Band and Pointy stuck here against his archers, he's able to finish up over on my right flank, and that's going to be really bad for me. All I have keeping him in place right now over in this sector of the field is a depleted set of slingers, and that's not going to hold. And there they go, they're going to rout. So you can see that I have nothing left that I can do. This battle is now over, and I must really say, great game to Max. It was a very close fight because I was very close to getting some major routing going on. You can see that most of the battle at the end was won by his Archer Auxilia. It was a very close battle indeed in this 15 versus 30k battle. It was an average defeat for me. I deployed 731 men, got 464 kills, and had 28 men remaining. Max deployed 715 men, so that was the really surprising thing. Even though he had twice as much money as me, he deployed 16 less men than me, which just tells you how many upgrades he poured into his men, and that was what really won him the day in this fight. He got 702 kills and had 303 men remaining, but that was mostly his archers. Very good game to Max. It was a greatly enjoyable fight. I really enjoyed doing a 15 versus 30k battle. I've never really done one of these before, so I was very happy to be doing one of these. I hope you guys have enjoyed this 15k versus 30k battle between me and Max. And yeah, just enjoy. And I leave you, YouTube. See ya.